Well, welcome back to all-time highs, and man, did price action show that we were back at all-time highs. A little bit of a sleepy session. So we're gonna go and recap today's stream. This was done on my main channel, Trades by Matt. So make sure you subscribe over there. Come hang out every morning at market open. And I'm trading my 20, 50K Apex funded accounts. Let's go and dive into today's stream. Yo, good morning. Welcome everybody. Sorry I'm late. It was it's one of those nights that was just a tough one. One of my kids my youngest was up at like 4:30 and I put her back down. She went down very easy and my brain kicked on and it just did not turn off until about 6:30, and then my brain tried to sleep for 30 minutes and it just rough one for sure. Rough one. Not used to that. So anyways, we're here. We got the markets opening in 30 seconds. We ended up kicking up pretty nice after consolidating 200 for a long time. Ended up kicking pretty nice, or 230s. I guess IBH was yesterday around 234, something like that. Ended up kicking nice. I guess this is this new all-time highs, chat? Might be. We got VWAP at 390 or so. Overnight lows at 300. Markets are open. Yesterday's value at high at 250, so that's a ways away. I mean, we're in all-time high territory, so y'all know what that deal is. Honestly, it's look for grinds. Wait to see if there's any V reversals, V bottom reversals. We pop the overnight highs. We're definitely looking for longs only. I do not try and fade all-time highs. I don't like that energy. We'll be smart, be patient. News on the session. Got ISM at 9 o'clock. 8:45 is PMI. So we'll wait through both of those, see what happens. If there's something between 8:45 and 9, I'll take it, but somewhat rare. We still have that untested wick at 90 or whatever. We'll watch for that at some other point. 2190, 2180. We'll watch that for that another time, but just want to mark it out there. But yeah, we're in all-time highs. I think the two best rules to remember here at all-time highs is never fade all-time highs, just as a blanket rule, and don't short boring days. Both of those are very, very applicable to all-time highs. Everybody wants to try and fade it. Don't short weakness on all-time highs is obviously part of that rule. Delta usually gets a little funky and we end up just floating. Why, Matt? Why do we end up floating? Because everybody wants to short all-time highs. There's like something inept in every, I would say, newer trader's mind. And it leaks over to older traders as well, but everybody wants to time the top because ego. And everybody wants to be like a natural bear a lot of times for some reason. And what ends up happening is that the stops just rocket fuel us higher, literally. It shows signs of weakness, looks like it's about to roll over. People load shorts, we pop the highs, we run the stops, we leg up. So with that being said, I really try and stay away from shorting at all-time highs. I definitely do not short new all-time highs. And if the trend is very clearly down on the session, I'll look at it, but it's going to take a while for me to get there. Like, I would rather have a session that I just don't trade in that's a clear downtrend off of all-time highs, or the next session to leg us down even more and then trade that one. That's kind of my mentality, because I've gotten burned too many times trading all-time highs. Like, I don't know, 2018 to 2020. We had a lot of them, and you learn how to trade them pretty quick. Through trial and error. So that's kind of the plan. It's the plan, Stan. There's a Stan in the chat. There you go. And then the idea behind don't short a boring day is essentially the same thing. The markets, I think, naturally move up a little bit easier than down, just to be perfectly honest. And whenever it's boring, a lot of times you get slow grinds up. There's been like a couple of instances of like slow grind down moves, but that is like, in my opinion, the abnormality. That's the abnormal. Honestly, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's not often. All right, that's news for a while, chat. We have Pal talking at 12:45 and the beige book at 1. Could move us around a little bit. Now that news is done, I'm good to start taking stuff. As I talked about for a while when the market opened up, I'm just not interested in taking shorts at all-time highs. So it's really about just trying to figure out what makes sense on the long side. But right now we're in like what, a 50-point range. So ideally we can break out of that a little bit, get a little bit more trendy, and not have as much of a chop session as we did yesterday. But you never know. All right, it's lit. Wow, and look, right as we break out, is it coincidence? Nope. It's just the way it is. We get lit and we actually get movement. All right, December 4th, Wednesday, today. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. That's a classic. What'd I tell y'all? We get lit and we make new highs. This is your sign to press the thumbs up button earlier tomorrow. You know, honestly, right here is not terrible. 43. Maybe I should have taken it, the 43. I was literally getting ready to put an order in there and I got a little spooked. Might have been the right idea. 43 with a stop at the lows. Dang, it was the right idea. Instant 10 points. That's me not being accustomed to all-time highs, honestly. Gotta be quicker on those. Well, since the open, we're obviously trending up and we're at all-time highs. So I'm not looking for shorts. I'm looking for 1 minute's trending up. We're at all-time highs. I'm obviously looking for longs. I just gotta get in. It's kind of complicated, to be honest, because you're like getting in the midst of like ripping. But you always kind of have that like uncertainty feeling that you're just it's gonna slap. Probably play it off price action candles, to be honest. It just requires while you wait for the moves to figure out to be able to find another entry, it just takes time. All right, there's the breakout. All right, I actually like the retest. I like the retest if we get it. Fire's looking solid. Closed up. All right, let's see if we get the fill or not. Looks good through 500. Can you explain red line algo? Where can I find out about it? It's a meme. You see my red line going across my screen? It's my take profit on my resting order. I take it off. It's just a meme that like a lot of times when I place a resting order, market ends up bouncing off of where I would have taken profit at. That's the IB retest. We're gonna do it in one candle like that. Double bottom. Clean that up. Rotate the overnight highs. Might not do it. We did end up rolling over though. That's good. Had I had my resting order, I would have taken what, 2 points of drawdown, be filled out 10 points. So I guess it was the right play. There's a nasty slap into it though. Didn't like it. Guess I'm just gonna go ahead and have our resting down here. Honestly, I like that. That's not a base hit. I mean, it kind of is a base hit. It's a little bit more of a stretch. And it probably would end up being like a 10-minute trade, 15-minute trade, maybe 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. But it would just be bottom of the range to the top of the range. And I don't know if that ends up happening. Honestly, I think it also probably is like a 3-point stop. Like, keep it very tight for me. And then see if we do crack this, then I'd be looking for re-entries potentially at like 56 to 50. Assuming I even get filled. I don't even know if I'll get filled. You even call it just like a push back up into point of control. Your stop is resting right at the liquidity hunt. I'm 1000% positive that setup you have will not work. Okay. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's 3 points. If it gets bid up, it gets bid up. I don't use ICT concepts because I use TBM theories. Exclamation point TBM theories. Was Apex done with the payouts, Matt? Great. I got approved. I requested and approved. Was approved in like 12 hours. Payout was sent 12 hours later, maybe. Something like that. It's fast. It's really fast. By the time I got the email of payout sent, it was in my bank account 3 hours later. Everyone getting denied, but not influencer and YouTuber. That's actually not true at all. You can just join our Discord and see that. If you're getting denied, it's because you're not following the rules. I've been denied because I didn't follow the rules. I have a whole video on it. Go watch. Stop making stupid ass comments. Never been denied by Apex on my 10th payout. GG's. It's impressive. All right. There we go. I'm filled. Now we see if I get instant stopped or not, which is very much on the table. 3-point stop is tight. Very tight. I imagine I get stopped out here. I can't really think of a world where I don't, but we just stopped at the exact same spot we've been stopping at. So maybe I survive. I don't know. Seems crazy. Retest of the prior open. 71. Smacking off it a little bit. Ideally, we trade 74 again. That would be like the top of the chop from this zone last time. If we can get through 74, then I like point of control. Top of the range. Really like, I mean, honestly, looking for a true 20, I think looks pretty solid if we can get above 74, but we got to get through 74 first. Yeah, I don't hate the 57 buy, Uncle Scoden. I don't hate any of this liquidity down here. I think it all makes sense. No, I didn't move it break even. I'm risking 3 points. It's $60 to $60. It's not that much. 3 points on the stop. So I did not move it break even because we chopped this a lot last time. And so I'm anticipating a lot of chop here too. And I would get stopped out. So I'd rather just take the $60 L and not get stopped out at the chop. Personally, that's why I did that. Or that's why I did not move it when I was up 5 points. There's a retest of the prior open. Oh, there it is. Ran up, what, 5 points? I think maybe 6 points. I think I saw 120 flash. So maybe ran up 6 points. It took my 3-point stop. Best case there is that I would have flipped, exited at 5 points, or potentially got a break even. Worst case was the 3-point loser, but that's a very cheap trade. That's a very cheap trade. Yeah, period. Very cheap trade. I don't know if I've ever had success on that for that long on that type of a stop. I mean, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes with a 3-point stop. I still think we probably push back up to the point of control, but I don't know. This is very slow. I wanted to give it a shot, but I'm gonna go get a snack and do some other stuff because this is very slow. Pace is just brutal. I like the 50 buys. I would just look at volume from here on out. 57, 50, 41. You know, the volume. I think it makes a lot more sense. It's just painfully slow.